What's up, Nerdyverse? I'm Daddy Louie, and in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the game called Trophies, so stick around. Before we get started, if you're new to our channel and you want to see more content like this, start now by hitting the subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. I also want to take a second to thank everyone that entered our free giveaway. All of the prizes were chosen for, and we will be contacting the winners very, very soon. So thank you for participating in that, and be sure to stay tuned here on the channel because we do have more giveaways coming very, very soon. So if you're anything like me, your gaming time is very, very limited, and a lot of your gaming time kind of revolves around family and the kids. And so finding that perfect game that will play well with kids of different ages, as well as family members and stuff like that, can kind of be a bit of a challenge. But I think I may have found one that is just perfect for that. The game is called Trophies. Now, I was fortunate enough to get a preview copy of this game. It is currently available on the developer's website. This was published by Facade Games. And I will leave a link to this in the description below so you can go and buy your copy right now. But this game plays 2 to 30 players, which seems like a lot, but once we get into it, you'll see that you could really have an unlimited amount of people playing this. And it's a blast to play. My kids love it. My family loved it. And I can't wait to show you. So join me on the table and we'll get started. Alright, so right away you can see that the box, the game comes in a metal tin. The size is very similar to another family favorite of ours, Sushi Go. You can see that the games are almost identical in shape and size. And the art on the front is very minimal, but that works for this game. And in big letters it says right here, this might get a little loud. And believe me, it does. Once everybody gets into the game, you'll have people shouting and yelling answers, and it gets very chaotic, but that's all part of the fun. So once you're inside the box, you're going to see that it does include a small rules pamphlet. There's really not much to them. Once you read the rules, you probably won't ever need this again because the rules are quite simple to play. It also comes with a little metal trophy. This is a cool little icon that you can hand out to the winner after each round. They hold it high above their head as the champion for that round, and then it gets passed around from champion to champion. But the main component of this game is the trophy cards themselves. It includes 70 of them, and essentially this is all that you need to play. So the way that the game works is one person in the group is going to play as the judge, and everyone else is a contestant. The judge will have to wait until another round in order to get a chance to play. But essentially what you do is the judge will take the last card in the stack and put it on top, showing a letter to the entire group. In this case, it would be M. And then he will then on the back choose one of these categories and read them out loud. And once he does that, the group has to name something from that category that starts with the letter that they were shown in the front. So let's say, for example, I was using all of these green colored categories here. I would say verb, and then someone in the group has to name a verb that starts with M. So let's say mountain biking. So whoever the first person is that does that is going to get the trophy card. If there is a tie, then it is up to the judge to decide which answer they like better. And that's essentially the game. You can play however you want. We tended to play the first person to get 10 of these trophy cards would be crowned the winner. The rules suggest that you use all of the cards, and if you want a shorter game, you just use less cards. I guess that will depend on how many people you have playing. We had 5 plus the judge when we were playing, So 10 seemed like a good number. Some people got on a roll and were winning every time, but for the most part, it was pretty balanced. The game also says that this is for ages 8 and up. We had an 11-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 15-year-old, and 3 36-year-olds, and all of us had a blast. I think you could play with younger if you maybe changed up some of the categories or used some easier categories. There's also 2-player rules. The way that a 2-player game would work is you would leave the stack in the middle, and you would flip over the top card, and you would already predetermine a color category. So let's say we were using this blue. So when I flip this over, whoever said an antique that started with an S first would get this card, and that's essentially how you would play a 2-player game. But other than that, the game is intended, in my opinion, to have a judge. I think I didn't actually get a chance to play a 2-player game yet, but I think that with a judge, having a larger group, once me and my family got into it, there was yelling, there was laughing, everybody was going around trying to shout out whatever they could think of as quickly as possible, and it was a smash hit. I thought this was going to be another one of those games that, the kids play with me for one round and then they scatter and go do their things, and 2 hours later, we were still playing this game with all of the kids. Nobody was bored yet. So I think that this is a smash hit. It definitely was for my family. I think that you guys will enjoy it too, and I highly recommend that you go and check it out. So one thing that I completely forgot to mention is you see at the bottom of every letter there's a little trophy illustration there, and as far as I can tell, these are unique to every single card, which means there's 70 different ones. But then on the back, in the bottom, there's a little teeny tiny flavor description for each of those trophies. Like in this case, it says Ice Sculpting Champion, Arizona State Fair, 1987. Because the contest happens in the near 100-degree heat of the Arizona summer, each sculptor must complete their submission in less than 4 minutes, or they have no submission. That's kind of a cute little thing that they put at the bottom of every card, and if you're anything like me, you definitely appreciate stuff like this, because they totally could have just made the cards, half the size, and still, the game would be exactly the same as it is. So just adding this little thing on there is a big plus for me. Alright guys, well that's Trophies. It is available right now for $14.99. You can get it at Facade Games website. I'll leave a link in the description below. You can also grab it on Amazon. I will also leave the link in the description below. This game fits all of my categories. It's light, it's fun, it's a blast to play with a group of people, family, friends, casually. I mean, it's just... I can't say enough great things about it. With its size and everything, I think it will make a great stocking stuffer for gamers and for anybody that enjoys this style of game, especially to take to parties and stuff. If you enjoy games like Heads Up, Pictionary, things like that, this will fit right into your life and into your play style. I can't recommend it enough. If you guys enjoyed this game, found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us out a lot. Make sure that you share it with your family, friends, and your gaming communities. If you have any suggestions for our channel, any games you would like to see us play or cover, let us know in the comments section down below. If you yourself have any videos you would like featured on our page, you can hit us up on any of our social media platforms at Circle of Nerds. We would love to hear from you, love to collaborate with you. We also have a weekly podcast and now video show called the Cosmic Disaster Show. You can find that anywhere that you can hear podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, etc. And if you want to show us just a little bit of extra love, definitely check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/Circle of Nerds. Anyway, guys, that's all from me. I'll see you in the next video.